I have been either the sponsor or co-sponsor of every major tough piece of legislation relating to dealing with the criminal element in this country in the last 10 years.
Our next guest is probably the most famous board member of a Ukrainian energy company of all time. His new memoir is called Beautiful Things. In case you've been wondering where he is, welcome Hunter Biden.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years.
44-year-old Hunter Biden, Vice President Joe Biden's youngest son, was discharged from the Navy Reserve after testing positive for cocaine.
And I hear the president tell me I'm not tough on crime.
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true.
Hunter failing a drug test 1 month after receiving his commission, testing positive for cocaine, and discharged less than honorably.
We have about 2 million people who have been using cocaine weekly in this country.
Biden also describes a time he attempted to buy cocaine at a homeless encampment. Someone put a gun to his head before realizing that he was a buyer.
We have laws in the last several years where we don't allow judges discretion to sentence people. Flat time sentencing. You get caught, you go to jail.
In and out of rehab 7-8 times.
Say it nicer to me.
I have been either the sponsor or co-sponsor of every major tough piece of legislation relating to dealing with the criminal element in this country in the last 10 years.
One of the stories was you went just down the block from us, Sunset La Brea, and you looked for some guys who might be able to get you something. And then you wound up getting it and using crack with them.
2,200,000 people, cocaine addicts.
And this was a man who had a serious crack cocaine addiction as well as a serious alcohol problem. He had his first drink when he was 8 years old, a glass of champagne at an event with his father.
Congress is not tough. Congress passed a law and said, Mr. President, find these people when you get them, when the Justice Department has them, and they've murdered somebody, put them to death.
This is Hunter Biden's book, Beautiful Things, that comes out on Tuesday. It is extraordinary, but this book about addiction, about how many times Hunter Biden could have died, the president's son, it's breathtaking.
We changed the law so that if you are arrested and you are a drug dealer, under our forfeiture statute, the government can, take everything you own.
Every single one of those things has brought me exactly to where I am right now, which is probably the best place I've ever been in my life.
They can take everything.